welcome back to the MVP podcast, the people show where we talk about the most valuable players in the world of sports. My name is B-Man. I'm here with Danny. I'm here with Weezy. Mandem, I hope you are good. We haven't done a pod, the three of us, I feel like we haven't done a pod together in a while, actually.
I don't think we ever have, all three of us together.
Yeah, that's a weird one. So we're going to talk Premier League today. We're talking football. And the first topic that I wanted to touch on was Arsenal's problems in the Premier League right now. Are you guys ready to go off? That's what I'm trying to say. Danny, kick us off, please.
Man, you talk about Arsenal problems, but like you're saying from now, but Arsenal problems started from years and years ago, innit? You know what I mean? It's become a thing where there's not one pinpoint thing you can say is that's Arsenal problem. Like example, getting a defender or getting a midfielder. They've got so much going on. It's become hella overbearing if I'm honest with you. And I really do feel for their fans because day in day out they're treated to a rubbish product. Like you said, we had the conversation before that. You said you still think Arsenal's a big club. I don't think Arsenal's a big club anymore.
Yeah, we had that conversation over WhatsApp, and I still believe, Danny, I honestly believe that they are still a big club just because the history is so big. And I think in order for someone to go from being a big club to being irrelevant, let's say in the likes of maybe Leeds or Blackburn, who have been successful in the Premier League, I think they need to go down quite far. But so long they're in the Premier League, I still think that they are considered a big club in the eyes of a lot of the...
When was the last time they actually won something substantial? Because I genuinely can't remember. Okay, yeah, they do have 12 FA Cups, I think. But when is the last time they won something substantial?
It's respectable, the FA Cup. The last one that they've...
they're the leaders, and we do respect them for it. But it's like, in the last 7-8 years, what have they won? What have they done?
Well,
they've won FA Cups, have they not, in the last 7-8 years?
They have. They've won, what, 2? 3 even?
2 FA Cups. Yeah, one before Wenger left. I think the season where he left, did they win an FA Cup? I think they did. Or the season before that, before he left, they might have won an FA Cup. Yeah. I remember Ramsey said, one was against Hull anyway, where they were 2-0 down and came back. Yeah. So, but in terms of Arsenal, Arsenal are a big club, man. You can't say Arsenal are not a big club, but they're the club that keeps on giving at the moment. I love it, me. It's pure banter.
If they carry on, they're going to be non-existent soon. I think. I genuinely think that.
I still think they'll be relevant. I just think they need to go down the route of Leicester, what Liverpool did a few years back. Just go away silently, and then I don't know, the recruitment's shocking, but I think they need to forget these big name players. Get rid of Aubameyang, these guys. Get money what you can for Aubameyang, Lacazette. Start rebuilding, man.
No, Aubameyang's the only player, him and their keeper, who's now injured, Leno, who's have any form of quality in that squad, if you ask me.
Nah, you got youngsters, man. You got Martinelli, you got Saka. These guys have got quality in them. I think Granit Xhaka's a decent player. I don't know why people get on his back. I think he's a very decent player.
But they're not achieving anything.
But you don't... Yeah, but you don't need to be... but you don't need to be super... Do you know, this idea, this notion that everybody's got that you need superstars? Look at Liverpool now. They've gone from what Jurgen Klopp implemented. He hasn't really got... You won't call any, other than Van Dijk, who's just come about now, but would you call any of them when they got him as big superstars? They were all players.
Not when they got him. Not when they got him.
Yeah, that's the Arsenal and teams like, even Man United, you need to put them in that bracket. They need to go down that route. Leicester have done it. They're brilliant. Look at Wolves' squad. Wolves' squad is brilliant. They're starting 11 and 12 players. They're brilliant. So, do you know what I mean? Arsenal just need to go, the only thing that don't make sense to me is, everybody knows David Luiz is mediocre at best now. And then you're signing Cedric Suarez, who's not kicked a ball for 4 years. Stuff like that. That's what gets on your fans' nerves. But other than that, I don't know. I think Arsenal, in my eyes, will always be a big club, man. This is the club that went unbeaten for a whole season. It's painful to... You know, if you've watched them back from the 90s to early 2000s, to what they are now, even if you're not an Arsenal fan, and you remember the likes of Vieira, these guys.
Oh, you remember Perez, Henry.
Yeah. And then you watch this now, and you think, this is embarrassing.
But lads, let's move on, because you kind of touched up on it, Weezy, just now, right? Is that Arsenal have announced that they have extended David Luiz's contract. They've signed Pablo Mari to a long-term deal, and like you said, they've got Cedric Suarez as well. Now, currently, David Luiz is in he's under the limelight for a lot of the mistakes that he made over the last years, but maybe so more recently in the game against Manchester City. Came on, 25 minutes, got sent off, led to the penalty. They ended up losing 3-0, right? And what do we make of this idea of having to sign David Luiz, considering that Arsenal are actually going to have more options at that centre-back position next year than they've got now, with the likes of Saliba, the likes of Holding coming back, and the likes of Chambers also coming back? Is there even space for this guy to even make it into the Arsenal team?
I don't know why they gave him a contract extension. Like,
I get why. I get why.
Why is that?
I get why though.
Why?
I get why, because Saliba's unknown. Saliba probably coming in. Most Arsenal fans will argue probably will be their best centre back, because the kid's record in the French league and his team, since he's been in the squad, they haven't lost and blah blah blah. And they've moved up the league or something like that. I was reading, but okay, let's compare him. David Luiz compared to Mustafi. Then you've got Holding, Socrates. All the rest are trash anyway. So why would you not sign Luiz? Luiz on his day,
if he's making that much constant mistakes, yeah,
and the others do as well.
Not as bad as that. Come on.
I think, guys,
did you watch the
we've known for quite a few years now. Even in a Chelsea shirt, we've known that he's prone to mistakes, right? He's not, in my opinion, this guy is a positionless player because he's just good on the ball. But when you're talking about positional awareness and making decisions, he makes the wrong ones way too often that lead to losses, like against Manchester City. But also it kills the morale. It completely kills the morale. At what stage, Weezy, do you say enough is enough? You've made too many mistakes now. It's affecting the squad. Too many people. Because at Arsenal, there's a massive blame culture because of Arsenal Fan TV. There's always like, well, it's his fault and it's their fault and it's their fault. At what point do you decide, do you know what? We don't need that anymore. I'd rather have players that are worse than him, but are not going to make as many mistakes as he does.
I get that, but I wouldn't say it's a blame culture. I won't even blame the fan channels, because the fan channels, you're allowed to express your opinion. So at the end of the day, they feel like the clubs let them down year after year, which is valid and fair enough. So end of the day, the club's not listening to their fans, because obviously they've gone from Arsenal being a big club. But in terms of David Luiz, it's give me better options. Then I'll say to you, dash him. Then I'll say to you, get rid of him. But when your options are Holding, Socrates, Mustafi, I'd rather play David Luiz just for the fact that his ability on the ball is much better than them. So I don't know. I mean, Arsenal are using, should we say, the coronavirus as an excuse not to go and spend? Because everybody knows your defense is trash. They spent 70 million on Nicolas Pepe. Or 72 million.
One player. Look at all throughout the history of the last 10, 15 years, maybe.
They spent 50 million on... Hold on. They spent 50 million on Lacazette, 60 million on Aubameyang. It's like Arsenal will fix the issue up front, but then they'll forget the issues at the back. If they fix the issues at the back, then our strikers are trash.
No, but Weezy, they've been trying to fix the back by signing the likes of Tierney, by trying to sign David Luiz, Pablo Mari, Cedric Suarez.
David Luiz is a stopgap. I think for Mikel Arteta, David Luiz is a stopgap. So at the moment, he probably knows himself. He's gone to the board and said to them, listen, I need centre-backs. They probably said to him, listen, bro, we don't have no money for you to spend. You're going to have to make do with loans and signings. So he's thought, you know what? What can I do? If this is what they're giving me, then I have to keep David Luiz. If you probably gave him 50, 60 million to spend, I don't think David Luiz would be signing a new contract. If they said to him, we're giving you 100 million to spend this transfer window and you can spend X amount on the defender, David Luiz will never be signing a new contract. I just think they've just leveled with him and said to me, "You're not spending no money this summer."
What about you, Dan?
It bemuses me, like the whole scenario about Luiz and the fact that they've rewarded him another contract. Okay, they do have a few other options, and you guys have covered that. Like, it also, do you feel like the players actually play for the badge anymore in that squad? Because I don't see quality in that squad. I never see them working together. I never see. Very occasionally, I'll see something happen. I think, wow, that was pretty smart move from Arsenal. But
but you know what? Just to kind of close this part off, I think when it comes down to passion, a lot of passion has left football because of finances.
Yeah,
we're going buying players that have no idea what it means to be a part of the club. Now, Arsenal, they actually have got quite a few youngsters, but I think now the era of hating other clubs and hating other players on opposition teams, I think that's kind of gone. Even the likes of Liverpool and Man City, who have like they're knocking each other left and right, the players don't hate each other. The coach.
Yeah, you're not getting. You're not
But
getting a
even
Keane and
regardless of
Vieira kind
hatred,
of thing.
even
like,
hatred. I mean, like some form of like I'm playing. I need to give my day in day out my best.
yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
do you know, Danny? It's hard. It's hard to put your effort into a club that's so deflated. Do
Oh,
you know
of
when
course,
you
of
know
course.
mentally going into a game knowing that if you lose, then you are going to get the hell of criticism will take away from your ability to perform at the highest level because
So by that account, it seems like they're lacking leaders in the squad.
100%.
I don't think it's that though. I think Arsenal players, about 7, 8, 9 players know I can get whipped today. Brighton can go and beat me 2-1. Man City can go and beat me 3-0. I'm starting next week anyway. I think that's the problem with Arsenal.
There's no
That's the
dropping
problem.
well in squads anymore.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem with Arsenal. I think these players are bang average, other than Aubameyang, Leno. I'm not even putting the young kids, Martinelli and Saka, in there. But I look to the senior ones, other than Aubameyang, Leno,
Ozil
the rest are just bang.
Yeah,
Ozil, there's issues with Ozil. I think they're just not playing him because of that pay cut issue. But other than that, the rest are just bang average.
Let's move on to the last part, and I really wanted to cover this, and we've got a few minutes left to do so. During the Manchester City Burnley game, there was a plane that got flown over the stadium with a banner behind it saying "White Lives Matter." Now, during the game, Burnley have been really quick and swift in trying to respond to that and saying, well, we don't stand for that. We believe in equality. And you had their centre-back as well. I think he's a centre-back anyway.
Ben Mee, the captain, Ben Mee, yeah.
That's come out and said, look, we don't stand for this. This is disgusting. And I love the fact that they did it so quickly. And they've already said, once we find out who it is, it's a lifetime ban from the club.
They found out who it is.
Is this the way to go? Is this how we're going to treat racist remarks, including homophobia and everything else that comes with abuse, right? Is this how we deal with it from now on?
I think the punishment needs to be as loud as the disrespect. I think that's the only way that we can sort of control it. So if it is a ban, I mean, from the stadium, I think that's good, but you can still watch the games, can't you? You know what I mean? You can watch them on TV.
But to take away that platform of something that he loves, or she loves for that matter, it's a big deal.
I think even you could look to press charges, mate, if I'm honest with you. I think
it should be
getting police involved and stuff.
Yeah, for me, I think it should be considered as a hate crime because, okay, fair enough, they flew what? What was their point? What were they trying to achieve? Ain't nobody in this movement of Black Lives Matter said to anybody, white lives don't matter. And you know what I mean? It's like me and you. Yeah, it's like me and you rolling into a hospital and saying, "Oh, throat cancer," but what about bowel cancer? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you get the cause is there, and you stop trying to change the narrative. Apparently, these guys did it. Barely I found out who it is, and they did it to make Sterling and the other guys that are quite vocal to make them walk off the pitch. And I love Burnley's reaction. I love Ben Mee when he said they need to come into the 21st century and understand what the cause is about, because that's the response you want from it. And it wasn't something that he planned. He was told on the spot there and then what they did. But in terms of me, I think it needs to be. I don't think banning them from football and banning them because end of the day, it's not Burnley's fault. Burnley didn't tell him, "Oh, fly this plane over." And the plane company that actually were hired to do this, they need to be investigated as well. Because
the 100%.
What idiot? What? Yeah, exactly. What idiot is going to say, "Oh yeah, I'm all right with that. Give me 600 quid. I'm going to fly this over the Etihad." They're an idiot as well. So they need to be looked into. But I think personally, it should be made into a hate crime, whether it is against black people, white people, anything to do with where you take it outside the context of football and you have to mention someone's ethnicity, their race, their gender, their sexuality, anything like that. It should be a blatant hate crime, and the only way you're going to get it out of football is for them to be doing time.
Danny, do you want to wrap it up? Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think Weezy pretty much covered that. Obviously, I like to say Sosa's line, if that's okay. Shout out to Sosa. Guys, if you like the video, please like the video. It helps a long way. Obviously, it gets us more notoriety and more people can tune in, and then we can create better content for you, better engagement and stuff like that. So we really appreciate the support. And obviously, just to reiterate, we are still doing a quiz series. Please do go watch that quiz series because we are raising money for both the Shukri Abdi case and for the current condition in Yemen. So we'd really appreciate if you could like, share, and subscribe if that's okay, guys.
Wicked. Anyway, we're gonna have to close the video there, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. No problem. Danny said, make sure you like it, subscribe. It makes a massive difference to us, and we'll be back again soon. So peace.